to cloud. Thank you, Zoom, for letting us know. So quickly before I start sharing screens and start talking through. So let's, I guess, pin my face, though it's a scary thing here. I wanted to talk through why we did the workforce portal in the first place. So first, unfortunately, DOE was unable to fully attend today, but the Department of Energy's Office of Cybersecurity, Energy Security, and Emergency Response, CSER office, has been working with Argonne and a lot of our other national laboratories to really expand the workforce development portfolio, specifically looking at obviously collegiate students, but in general, just the cybersecurity workforce development effort. And this was one of the main focuses, is this portal of kind of bringing everything together. So as you saw for this last year, we've expanded the CyberForce portfolio pretty expansively. We've added additional competitions. We've added our webinar series that you're on. We have a virtual career fair that we're kicking off this year. We have our tried and true Cyberforce competition. And then we have our portal here that we've kind of updated. The portal will kind of bring everything together into our one-stop shop that we're looking for, instead of having everything all over the place. And it also provides you a consistent platform to communicate with prior participants, national lab staff, DOE staff, sponsors, look for opportunities for jobs year round, train yourself throughout the year with external training platforms, have that ability to communicate regularly with people, take a look at how you did on your competitions, just better yourself all around. And so, we're really excited. I want to caveat that, again, we're still working on this. So this is still in our beta stage. So there are some things that are not 100% complete. But, we really took a leap of faith with our look and design, as knowing that our main audience is college students. So, we took what would normally be our plain Jane website and really went and got really creative with it. So without further ado, I will remove my face and I'm going to share my screen with you all, hopefully. Again, you're all muted, so if you have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I will try to take a look at that as much as I can here. This is, like I said, we called it the CASTLE portal. What does CASTLE stand for? It's your cyber aptitude, skill, training, learning environment. So this is your splash page. This is your welcoming page. And so when we started this last year, for those of you that were a part of 2020, what you were welcome to was really just a plain white page. You just signed in, and it was, end of story. What I really wanted to make, and we're still working on, is a really kind of immersive, make yourself feel like you're in this portal with us. And so ultimately, this CASTLE portal will be your, like I said, your one-stop shop. So when we start doing registration again for any of our competitions, this is actually where you will come to register for your competitions. And as you can tell, we're going to have a lot of creativity, movement involved in it. So again, instead of having, everyone going directly to just our cyberforcecompetition.com website, we'll actually have people come here to the portal to be able to register. Our events screen, which I can click on, which right now doesn't have anything on there. As like I said, we're still working through. This will actually house everything, every single event that we're hosting throughout the year. So that'll include webinars, competition dates, virtual career fairs, any sort of announcements. That includes deadlines for competitions. That includes when we open up registration, when registration closes, when selection dates are, because I know those are all really important for you all when it starts to come down to can I participate? Do I have the time to participate? You know, when do I need to get a team? Is it a team? That kind of information. And so that will all be available publicly throughout the year for people to be able to take a look at. And that will all be housed on our public events calendar for everyone. Again, empty now, beta, but that's all going to get filled in for everyone. I see the question in here about augmented reality. Right now it's not, but once we get all of our motion there, it will have a lot more fluid motion of like feeling as if you're walking through a lot of this stuff. Our information center, again, understand that the splash page is meant for people who also may not have ever worked in CyberForce before. So they might not understand at all what's going on for this. They might have happened upon the portal just because. So our information page actually provides them with a whole bunch of information on actually what the entire program is about. So you obviously can click through and figure out what the Cyberforce competition is and what the Conquer the Hill series is, the webinar series, our virtual career fair, and the portal. So everything is in there kind of as just a high level information so people get an understanding. Take you back. And then I know everyone questions every year, you know, especially for CyberForce, is the scoreboard available? And last year we were able, especially with it being virtual, we made a public scoreboard available for people to look at. And so during the time of competition, there will be a publicly accessible scoreboard available for people to take a look at where scores are. Not as up to date as our one is when we actually are in the competition internally, but there will be one that is available for people to take a look at if you're on a team, which I know a majority of you are, because I did send this link out to all of you that are on CyberForce teams, so that friends, parents, boyfriends, girlfriends, whomever want to take a look at where you're at, they have that ability to kind of take a look at where you are specifically going on in the scoreboard. Okay, so this is just the splash page. So again, a lot of information out there for everyone. Now, obviously, I'm already logged in. Our login is going to be linked in with your Azure credentials. So for those of you that have participated in CyberForce before, you know that you get a Microsoft Azure credential from us, which is usually your name at cyberforcecompetition.com. And that is what will well, I shouldn't say automatically, but that will be what you'll utilize to log in here. So it's all tied together. And to answer the quick question, is Castle going to replace cyberforcecompetition.com? No. Cyberforcecompetition.com is kind of our static page as to information for kind of the public outside world. Castle is kind of more will be our internal platform for those that are participating in the program, but we still do have kind of that public external page for folks that happen to land upon it. So to win CyberForce, just break into the website. You sure can try. Go right on ahead. So I'm going to start in one of our main rooms here. So this is what we're calling the library. In the library, you'll find obviously a ton of things in here. And this, like I said, so it's a one-stop shop. So when we come to days like competition day, ideally what we're looking for you to do is be inside the castle and participate and communicate with us through this entire platform. That way, instead of having 12 things open on your desktop at one time, you only have to worry about this one website. I don't know, Olga, maybe there is. Help desk, again, that will take you actually to your, it's just an email that directs you to whatever your main email client is. If that's Outlook, Gmail, you know, whatever you utilize, and it'll direct you to a help desk ticket for us. Report card here is for those of you that have participated in 2020 or years past, you'll understand that we've done report cards before. And so that will be actually where all of your report cards get housed. So you can take a look at year after year what you've done, how you progressed, where you're going. And then also ideally moving forward, again, not done now, but then you can start taking a look at your training and starting to implement that into seeing how you can actually better yourself in particular areas of your report card that maybe you felt like you were deficient in, that you can take training and then help yourself in trying to make something kind of balance out. Files, there's nothing in the files right now, but that's where you would get information specifically on things, as I've talked about in my emails out to all of you, of that you want, particularly like your rules and expectations document, or your FAQs of Azure. I know everyone loves that document of, I'm completely lost on where do I start in my Azure kind of world, or what do I have? How do I make a snapshot? We have all those stuff that'll be all listed here in our file section, one-stop shop. So instead of having to find 12 emails or look through, our communications platform to find it, you can always come back here to our file server and be able to find it really quickly for yourself. Training. So again, we work with a lot of different organizations that obviously provide training. Not everything in this training platform is free, so I want to caveat that really quickly here. So some of these cost money, but they're here is obviously a means to let you know that there are training out there for you, and they're all mapped to the NICE framework. So on top of this, these will, in further updates through this, will actually be very clearly highlighted to the NICE work role that each is, if you're interested in a particular work role. So for those of you that aren't aware, the NICE framework is all mapped to work roles. So if you're interested in forensics, there's particular trainings here that will specifically map you out to a forensic analyst that you might want to potentially try out if that's really what you're interested in. So that's something that is available for you. There's also other trainings in here that don't directly come from SANS. And then, as some of you have seen, we've been working with a couple other organizations to figure out training needs. So now we're going to jump over here to what is one of my favorite rooms, the command room. So this is where the magic will happen for the actual competition. So again, this is just kind of a reiteration events. This is, again, if you want to double check when the next event is, what's going on, you can click that. That'll bring you right back to the calendar. Scores again, that'll actually bring you to what would be the internal scoreboard. So that would give you your login or you require your login so that you can actually, if you've ever participated in CyberForce before, if you haven't, all of the information that you need as a blue team member to input your information, like your IPs and whatnot. So this would not be public facing. This one would be what you as a blue team member would actually need in order to finish out, earn your points, and hopefully become the top, student. These little emblems down here are, probably one of my favorite things beyond this table here. And these actually, once we link them, will actually take you directly to where you need to go for the competition. So CyberForce, if you click it, which like I said, right now, if I click it, it's not going to do anything, would take you directly to your Azure space. And when I say your Azure space, it'll take you to portal.azure.com. You'll log in with the credentials that we provide you, and then it'll drop you into what specifically, your CyberForce team, blue team bucket is. For RAIN, it'll take you over to the scoreboard for RAIN, and Adventure to also take you to that particular scoreboard for RAIN or for Adventure outside of everything else. And then into those particular buckets as well. So before I move forward, I know there's a couple questions. How do we get access to the portals? The portal you'll get access to once you get access to your environment. So that ideally, assuming everything and all of, everything gets tested, will be October 25th. through your regular, once you get access to your Azure account from Argonne sending you that out, you'll get access to the portal. With DOE sponsor to take in these 7K courses, I can't speak for them. I do know SANS has previously provided opportunities to get a free voucher for that as one of their opportunities. So there's always that in the mix. Does a team access the same connected portal? So everyone gets access to the portal. Everyone's portal is the same. So when I say that, it means that everyone's portal is the same, though your information is yours in that portal. So when you look at a report card, it'll be your report card, not Amanda's report card or Chris's report card. So everyone will get to be able to see your own, yet you all will be able to communicate together. But at the same time, when you log in, you're obviously logging in specific to still connecting under the CyberForce program umbrella. Hopefully that makes sense, Andy. If it didn't, let me know. And then Chris, well, coaches have access to the portal, will only be competitors. Coaches also will be able to have access to the portal. It's not just competitors. So on top of just students having access to the portal, sponsors of the CyberForce program, National Lab staff, DOE staff, students and competitors will all have access to the portal, as well as red team, participants will also potentially have access to the portal as a means of being able to communicate and work through. Oof, that was a lot to go through. Okay. So this is a command center. So again, events, everything will get updated here. Scoring, again, internal. So again, that's a lot of information for Blue Team, but that will all be put in there. And these, like I said, are, again, to me personally, once you'll see it all, click on it, it'll take you, it's not super exciting, but like I said, when you don't have to go, what's the URL that I have to go to for all of it, you'll 100% understand. So I'm back out to library, and then what we're like to call the lounge area. So for those of you who have participated in years past, you know that we used Slack for communication. Whether you love it, you like it, or you hate it, we're moving out of Slack and we're moving over to Discord this year. So I don't know if that's a thumbs up, a thumbs down or not. So the lounge here is going to house our Discord communication for not just the CyberForce competition, but our general CyberForce program Discord. So this will be kind of where whatever particular competition or like I said, general program. So usually we host a CyberForce like alumni channel. That will all be in here. So right now you just see the CyberForce competition 2021. So you kind of can see that we have rules. You have to accept the rules and move forward. But that's what everyone will see. And then you'll have, again, the ability to see more than one particular server that you have access to. So take that into account. For those of you that maybe have Discord, handles or usernames that you might want to think about before you join, or if you want to have a secondary one, particularly for this type of ordeal. I say that because this would also be open to, like I said, national labs. This is open to sponsors who may want to be seeking your employment, other schools, universities, your peers, your potential future professors, whomever. So be mindful in thinking about all of that. All righty. In that, again, like I said, right now, second step is really to overhaul the scoreboard. That, again, like I said, is a second step too. So if you've been a part of CyberForce before, you know the competition scoreboard is pretty immense with all of the scoring kind of features, but for 2022, the entire scoreboard will get overhauled, and that will also take place. And so the entire thing will get more immersive and looking like this. For the time being, just the public kind of looking site will start to look more like this for people to be able to see. So with that, I know I talked super fast, but what questions do people have? I'm going to come back to my splash screen here. Will the scoreboard only be accessible through Casco? No. So again, like I said, the goal of this is really to make everything become a one-stop shop, but you still can access everything separately. So we're not going to handcuff people to have to go through the portal. We're not going to make you have to go to the portal to get into Azure or to access the scoreboard. But in general, we're trying to make it easier so that instead of the ability for you having to remember 5 different links, that you just remember you have to come to portal.cyberforcecompetition.com and you can get all the information that you need there. Where do we find competition rules, and would it be in files? So yes, you would find competition rules under files. All of that would be in there. You won't be able to find it there now, but yes, once you get access to the portal, everything that you need would be found under files. And in files is where you would, comments are coming in and I can't finish reading my sentence there. In there is where you would get access to, and then also that would be where you get any updated files, and then you'd get notified if there's an updated file. So in the event that we updated, for some reason, a scoring document, you would all be notified that, hey, the scoring document from 1025 has been updated, and the updated version is 1025-2. in the files folder. And that would be so that, again, instead of, we've found over the years that some universities have difficult times with files, with links, with all of that, that it's easier to try to get everyone to just go to a central place for files and, try to remove that ability of sending heavy loads of files to emails. Oh, guys, still want to know what's behind that book on the bookshelf? Well, I will leave that to you to tell me what's behind that book. Will there be a simpler version of the site for slower computers? Honestly, we built this to actually not take up a lot of RAM. And I say that because this is all built on Azure's web app services. So it's actually a fairly light and heavy, or not a heavy lift. But we can totally take a stroll around your computer if you feel like your computer is a slower one, I promise. What's the best place we can currently access with recommendations for preparing for CyberForce competition? I love this question, and I always give the same answer. The best place to go is if you go to cyberforcecompetition.com, if you hover over the Cyberforce competition tab, there is a, underneath, there's a prior competitions sub-tab, and I always suggest people going there. I am queen of over organizing and putting in all the information from prior competitions in there. So you have all the rules and expectations from years prior. You have scenarios from years prior. You have all the information that we've given everyone else. The only thing you don't get is what students have done. So you get a pretty good idea of what we've done in the last 4 or 5 iterations of the competition. So I always think that that's the best place to start. And then I would also state that probably the webinar, both on what to expect for the new 2021 CyberForce competition, and then also the webinar from prior CyberForce participants may help just in general, like understanding what people's likes and dislikes were. When you say the transition from Slack to Discord will happen later this year, did you mean when the Castle port is officially finished? No. So we will move from Slack to Discord for 2021 CyberForce. So the new, as you saw in there, the Discord is set up. Everyone will get the invitation link when we send out the official expectations and rules document on 10/25. What are all we competing in? What are all we will we be competing in? Oh, just rereading that again. Jake. So I think you're asking me what are all the roles that you're competing in. So I think you're asking in regards to CyberForce. And if I'm wrong, you can stop me, I think. So what roles are you competing in? So I don't know everyone on the call, but I'm gonna guess 85% of you are blue team, which are the defenders of the infrastructure. And I say that because I invited the blue teamers to this call because I wanted you to be the first to see this, because you'll be the ones that actually have to kind of be a part of this environment and hopefully give us feedback and let us know what works, what doesn't work, and all that, information. Other people that potentially are on the call here is red, attacking, obviously, throughout the day. I may have some green team. And again, I know we use colors a lot, and so I apologize. Green team are your owners, operators. I know I have a few of those on here. They're the ones that kind of test your system throughout the day. To make sure things are up and running, that things look right, that they, kind of quality assurance testing. We may have some volunteers that are scoring assistants who are checking and reviewing your documentation and or your C-suite panel video, which again, I know a couple of you have asked me what all that is, and I promise you all of that will get covered here shortly. And then I'm probably missing colors. Oh, and then there's lab staff, I am sure, that is on this call that I haven't seen because I haven't looked at the participant list in a little bit. And we set it up. And so I guess our color, we've called ourselves the white team. So us setting up that infrastructure. So. Read Casey's question about computers. I think the question was more about limited processing power that the fancy renderings would draw from. Again, we can totally check it, but we really tried to limit that anything would be of issue, but we can totally take a look at, was that Casey? Yeah. Sorry. Cole, to be clear, does that our team's only meant to have one role for the entire competition? Yes. So if you were accepted as a blue team, you are only going to be a blue team member for the entire competition, for that entire block of time. We just have a lot going on. So we understand if this is your first time that the CyberForce competition is a big competition. It's a lot to take on, but we really try to emulate what, a day in the life of a real cyber defender, cyber analyst, forensics analyst. We take a lot of work roles and throw them together into 8 hours. So it's a lot to take on, but we obviously hope at the end of that day that you feel like you've learned something and that you want to come back over and over and over again. Where would it say what team you're on? Is it in the team captain's email? So ideally, if you applied, you would, as a team of 4 to 6 from a university, you would be on the blue team. So that's what you would be. You would know if you applied for any other team because you would have applied solely. There's no other kind of team application. But if you need to double check, you can always email cyberforcecompetition@anl.gov and we can verify. All righty. I obviously want to make sure I answer everyone's questions. So like I said, if there's still questions, please feel free to message them in. Like I said, I know that was a lot to throw in really fast, but I did want to make sure before we started, like I said, hopefully 10:25 that, you know, everything's up and running and working. Yes, I can. You know, that everyone was at least aware of what was going on in regards to the portal, so that you weren't trying to figure out what's going on and what's working and, you know, where should I look. So it definitely is something I wanted to make sure everyone had an ability to take a look at. And Clayton, thanks for adding that. But, you know, if you haven't received a lot of your team captain, what can you do to prepare? First and foremost, Bryce, I would probably, you know, my suggestion is I would maybe have a sit down, not just your team, but maybe with your whole team and talk strategy on like, what's the plan moving forward? Obviously, this is definitely a team competition. So I definitely want to make sure that, you know, everyone understands that like, there's not a singleton winner when it comes to CyberForce this year. It is a team effort. I know last year we did singletons. Everyone participated by themselves. In our Conquer the Hill series, it was singletons. Everyone participated by themselves. CyberForce competition really is a team effort. It's a team sport. And so we want to just make sure that everyone is well aware of that. And it really is it's a full team sport. It's the easiest way to put it. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you look at the previous competitions, you'll be able to kind of see that there's a good chunk of time that would be best helpful to just have everyone on the same page. Andrew, I would say the same thing, to take a look at that prior competitions to figure out what details to prepare for in regards to competition format. Are there tiers of skills for this competition? Again, while yes, there's a winner, I'll say that yes, there's winners that, you know, get crowned. I shouldn't even say crowned. There's a winner at the end of this. The ultimate goal of this is we want everyone to learn something, and ideally, even those folks that do win hopefully learn something. And so I want people to come away with that as well, that even if you won, hopefully you learned something new in something on how you built something out in your Azure environment, or maybe you learned that what you learned in school on how to build a firewall, while great, isn't something that you could do in this competition, because we have rules and expectations in our documents that are going to make you have to think outside of the box. You're not going to be able to just implement a $10,000 firewall because that's the latest and greatest. You're going to have to figure out how to use a free or open source tool, because that's the rules. That's what you have to do. So everyone kind of comes in slightly handicapped in regards to trying to figure out how to utilize all of our the same tool sets. So I don't think there's really any senior, junior, or novice level teams. I think everyone is gonna, everyone has to kind of work together to figure out what everyone on a team's level of strength is. Will we control our own infrastructure as Blue Team? Chadwick, I guess I'd ask you what specifically you mean by that. But you do get access to your infrastructure as Blue Team on 1025. So when I say that, we build it for you, part of it. You get 5 VMs from us. You get access to 4 of the 5 VMs. I'm hand gesturing here. You get access to 4 of the 5 VMs. You'll understand why you only get access to 4 of the 5 VMs come 1025. I can't give away too much information. And then you have the ability to add more VMs up to 9 to finish out the services that you're required to have. Do you have control? Yes and no. You can do some actions, you can't do others. We do put on restrictions in the Azure portal just to ensure that team XYZ doesn't, throw in a $10,000 bill to us at Argonne when you implement something. So I guess that depends on what you mean by controlling of your own environment. But for the most part, you become the owner of your own infrastructure with oversight from Argonne. Will the environment be pre-built? I guess I partially answered that. Yes and no. It's partially pre-built. You still have the ability to go in there and harden, defend, change, reconfigure, as long as it's within the means of the rules. Let's put it that way. And will teams be responsible for redeploying and configuring the servers and services? Yes. So again, just like in many years past, we do have that ability to redeploy for you at a higher level for a point deduction. So I highly, highly, highly suggest reading through everything, including how to properly back up your servers and VMs, and how to take an appropriate snapshot so that you don't kill them before you start anything, so that you don't take point deductions. But yes, like I said, we provide you 5 VMs, 4 of which you will be able to manipulate or change based on the rules. And that 5th one, you will get access to at some point. Is a free trial the same as free and open source? It depends. You'll be able to figure that out based on Azure. They will tell you whether or not it is allowed or not. So can we run script or IC to modify systems on Azure? It largely depends on what particular things you're looking to modify. Are free trials that require emails allowed, like the Nessus trial? Again, free trials like Nessus, it would have to require everyone to be able to get it. So I don't know, when I say everyone, it would have to be everyone has a .edu, but I'd have to go back and double check the rules on the free trials. So I'm going to defer that question for a minute. We've been attacked with ransomware. I can see it already. Yep. Is active defense permitted for Blue Team? No. Very simple. I apologize. What are the rules about using our own tooling that is behind a login? Can we get the rules for this year posted before 1025? No. I'm sorry. I enjoy in part saying no, I think sometimes, but we are actively working on it. So in part, I wish I could give them to you before 1025, but you know, we're herding multiple labs together to finish out those rulings and to agree upon everything. So I guess if I can, I'll say yes, but unlikely. In regards to having early access to our environment, can we start hardening our environment since the day we have initial access, or do we have to wait until the day of production? Of course you can. That's why we give you 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. So we give you this time indifferent from, and I'm not going to say other competitions are bad. So I want to clarify that for people that are listening to my recording here later. We give you these 3 weeks because we want you to take a look at what we've given you and actually fix it. Understand the systems, harden the environment, and become well-versed in what you have. So don't wait. 1, that doesn't help you at all. 2, there is pre-competition submissions that are due for you. So you kind of want to know what you have in your environment so that when you submit those, you know what you're talking about. And 3, you can still keep hardening all the way up to and through competition day. So you definitely, like I said, we're giving you that time also because we know you're all in school. Like, we understand you're college students. So some of you might be in midterms, some of you might have classes, some of you, especially this year, some of you might be virtual, some of you might be in person. So, everyone's schedules are going to be different. So that's kind of in part why we give you this time to really be able to find time to work together as a team to do it. Correct. The pre-competition assignments will be available starting 10/25. So those aren't a secret. Every year, since we've been virtual, and also I guess in person for some, there's a documentation, everyone's favorite thing, that is due roughly, and I say roughly because the date is wavering. They're very nice this year and are going to potentially be giving you guys more time. They're typically due a week prior to the competition. And documentation will provide a template for you. So you don't even have to really fully make your own, but you'll have to fill in a template for them. The other pre-competition assignment is what we call a C-suite panel. And that will be answering a scenario that we provide to you to what we call our C-suite, which is your CISO, your CEO, your COO. So you have to kind of answer a scenario in both technical and non-technical audience. So you have to really think through, how do I run down a issue within my cybersecurity platform that we provide you to, a COO that probably has no idea what I'm talking about if I go technical jargon. Will the attacks be only on the competition day or even before that? Competition day is the only day that red team will be attacking you. Friday, there will be a mandatory check-in though with red team to ensure that both the blue teams and the red team can communicate with one another, that in the event that you didn't change anything on your network, that would avoid the red team from being able to actually communicate with you on the day of, because there are points that do require red team to communicate with you. The competition day date has not been revealed. Is that correct? It has. It is November 12th and 13th. So November 13 is the actual day of physical competition play. November 12th is the day that one red team will be able to, that you'll need to check in with red team. Red team will be able to access your system on, again, dependent on how you look at it, November 12th is when you need to be communicating with them on one particular box. And on November 13th is when physical attacks will start. No backdoor will be implanted before November 12th. No. Is the C-suite done by an individual on the team, or is the whole team meant to be there for the pitch? Ideally, it should be the whole team. If it can be done, yeah, it's a team event this year. It's done pre-competition, but we understand that obviously not everyone might be able to be a part of the whole thing. Again, meaning a whole team, you could utilize Zoom, you can use Teams, and do it in a virtual roundtable type of an ordeal as well. And all that will be outlined in the document for everyone. Oof. I feel like I'm in the hot seat today, but I enjoy it. Okay, so if blue teams aren't allowed active, then what actually would we be doing on the day of the competition? A lot of things. So you're actively defending. You're not actively allowed to be offensive. So you can't attack red team back, but I mean, your goal is to be defending your system. So finding where red team's poking holes and fixing them and keeping red team out. There's also a portion of the red team score of where you'll be regularly communicating with red team in a good manner, I guess is the right words, I guess, to be using, where for those of you that participated last year, you'll notice that our red team was slightly different than in years past, in which they had a regular communication platform with you and talked through vulnerabilities that were potentially on your system. And that will be part of our red team again this year, part of the red team this year. So there will be a way for us to do that, for where red team's going to be doing that. On top of that, you'll have anomalies throughout the day. So those are your additive tasks throughout the day that blue team you can choose to take part in or not. You'll want to ensure that your system is up and running so that your green team owner operator users can continue to keep working. And then, like I said, there's lots to go on throughout the day. So while you can't hack back, there's plenty to be doing. But to defend myself in a better way, can I attack myself to find any holes? Yes and no. Presuming that when you're doing that, you're not actually attacking the Azure platform in and of itself, that's fine, but you don't want to red flag us for that. You say that the red team will start attempting to breach our systems on the day of the competition. Will this start at midnight, the morning of the competition? If so, is there split time zone? No, that'll be as soon as the competition actually starts. So I should know all the time zones, but this is 10 a.m. Central Time. So let's 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific. That is when red team will actually attempt to breach everyone's system. You're very welcome. You are more than welcome to attempt to social engineer red team if you would like to. I'm sure if red team is on right now, they now know that that's what you would like to do though. Any other questions that I can hopefully answer, maybe? Thanks, Stephen Day. All righty. Well, if there is any questions, I put the Cyberforce competition email in the chat, which I can throw in here one more time. If you haven't guessed it, that's still my email. But I'm more than happy to answer any questions that people have after this, whether it is about the Castle portal, if it's about the competition in and of itself, do's and don'ts. Again, all of that will ideally be listed out for everyone in the rules and expectations document that comes out on 10/25. But in the meantime, I appreciate you all taking the time to come out tonight. But with that, I will stop sharing and I hope you all have a great evening. So thanks for joining. Bye, everyone.